All right, welcome back to Arizona Unplugged, guys. If you're new here, this is basically a channel documenting our off-grid lifestyle, or our soon-to-be off-grid lifestyle. We bought property here in Arizona, about 50 acres, northern Arizona to be exact, and we're rebuilding the old cabin, the dilapidated cabin, and we're already done with the dilapidated hay barn. And we are in the new shed. This is a shed that we built. It's small, I think 10 by 10 room. This shed is used for our power equipment and our water pump equipment. I'll show you that here in a minute if you haven't seen it already. So we're rebuilding this old homestead into something that's livable for us. I currently have guys fixing the roof of the old cabin. And I'm in here because if you watched my last video, you know we had a power issue last night. My batteries got to a point that was so low that the inverters have a fail-safe, so it doesn't damage anything, it shuts everything down. So everything got shut down last night. I was able to squeeze a couple more hours out of it. But today was the day to fix it. A couple of things I learned and I want to pass on to you guys is that, number one, like I always say, always prepare for the unexpected, whatever that means, whatever you can do. And something I highly value and I appreciate so much, even more so now, is the fact that if you live off-grid, if you're pretty far from the closest hardware store like we are, ours is about an hour and a half away, you have to have spare parts on hand. And that really saved my butt today. Having spare parts at hand. I'm talking parts I've had for years. In the Shelter Logic tarp shed thing that I showed you guys earlier, I had the exact plug I needed for my generator. 240 plug, 4-prong. Let me show you a little bit about what we did. So I had to make a patch cord that goes from the generator, and again, sorry about the noise, guys. The generator's literally on the deck right outside this wall, right in front of me. I had to make a patch cord that went from my generator, the 240 outlet, that's never been used, by the way, to my Ames power station. Let me show you. So this is the Ames 6,000 watt, 48 volts. We have a 48 volt system. This is the patch cord I made. So I had this leftover wire, and I actually had the plug. If I didn't have the plug, I would have had to take the generator apart and just splice right into the wires, which I didn't want to do. I want this thing to be removable and use it when I need it and put it away when I don't need it. So now I have it. It's ready to go. Once these batteries are full, I'm going to roll this cord up. Of course, I'm going to leave it connected to the Ames power station right here, and just like hanging on the wall. So in the future, if the batteries become depleted again, I could just simply wheel the generator out, turn it on, plug it in, and I'm good to go. So I'm not going to give a tutorial on how to do this. It's pretty simple. I'm not going to give you step by step, but basically in this box, let me get you guys a good shot here. This is the power in, the AC power in. This is coming from the generator. This is the converted AC power out. This goes to my shop. And this is the DC power into the unit for the inverter mode. These are my batteries. Forgive the mess. I literally just finished right now. So these are 12 volt sealed lead acid batteries in a 48 volt configuration. This is what we primarily use at night when there's no sun, or like the last couple days it's been very overcast and we've been using power, so that's why they were depleted. So right now, as I speak, we are in fast charge AC mode. That means there's 240 volts coming from the generator into this side, the AC side of the inverter, reverse back out of the DC side into the batteries. So right now we are charging the batteries. Once it's done, this remote, let me show you the remote here. This remote will tell me that I'm on float mode. Float mode means the batteries are full. There's the specs. Hopefully you guys can see it right there. So there's the specs. That's what's going on. We are in Charging mode. This small 3000 amp, this is what we used when we first got here. This, however, has proved to be too small. So this inverter is only used for this shed. The lights, and I'll show you this. This is our water pump. This is the Grundfos water pump. They sell two different kinds. This is the stainless steel. They also have a cast iron type that's cheaper, but I put this one in before for a customer, and it worked great for him and his entire house, so I put it here. So this is our water in. I know I'm getting off subject here. Our water in, we got two filters. Goes through the pump. Pressure regulator tells me the pressure after that gauge. This gauge tells me the pressure after the pump. This gauge tells me the same after the pump. So right now we do have water pressure in here, but it is off because of, you know, me working on it. Anyways, these pipes go to different areas. This goes to the shop. One goes to the cabin, and one is going to go for future gardens. So it's all prepped, ready to go. So that's it. As you can see, once again, if you're going to live off-grid, have extra stuff. This wire is going to be new wire, going to be ran to the existing cabin. What was there before was just too small, so we're upgrading it to a bigger system. Extra parts, once again, all my electrical components, my crimpers when I need to make these guys here, the ends for my cables, like these guys here. I actually bought these already made, but I can make them here. That's the crimper, hydraulic crimper, fish tape for pulling wire. All the electrical stuff is in here. Extra filters are in these boxes. Extra filters for this. I have enough filters to last us full time here off our rainwater for 5 years. I have 5 years worth of filters. Let me see if I can show you what they look like. Yeah, they look like that. So there's this kind. This is the very fine filter, and then the other one is for more coarse sediment in the rainwater. Again, we just tested our rainwater last time we were out here. Let me turn this guy up. I don't want to waste batteries now that I have lights on. We did test the water, and it was perfect for drinking, even though we don't drink it. It goes through a Berkey filter before that. Another thing I would highly recommend. Those things are great. The filters are not cheap though. But there we go. We are in charging mode. This shouldn't take too long to charge. This generator is pumping out a lot of power. And the cool thing about the Ames power charger system is that it will not allow for the overload of your batteries. There's a little dial here. You can see it right there. Right there. There's a little dial, so there's a chart and it shows different types of batteries. You see your battery type on there, and it has a number associated to it, and you turn that dial to that number. So this inverter knows what kind of batteries you have, knows exactly how to charge it and how much to charge it. So all these are going, all these are getting charged up right now. I'm going to have full batteries today, and we'll unplug this and get on with the show. So, but welcome to the power room. Oh, one more thing we have in here for the summertime. It does get warm. We have a air conditioner that has a thermostat, and the cool part about this, and the reason why I got this, is because it also has a vent system. So it sucks out the air that's in here and brings in cold air to keep the equipment cool in the summertime, and that also helps reduce any off-gassing that your batteries will do. Even though these are sealed lead acid, I still want good airflow in here to get those off gases out. Those are combustible. So you gotta be really safe with that type of thing. So it sounds like I need to put some gas in the generator. And but that's it. You know, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. We got this done. We're now charging batteries off our generator. So good stuff. All right, guys. See you on the next one. Prep and Thrive.